Today we are back with another problem. We are given that x plus the square root of x times x plus 1 plus the square root of x times x plus 2 plus the square root of x plus 1 times x plus 2 is 2. We are also given that x is a positive. So we need to find x from that information. The first thing to realize here is that these are all plus, and we have to make them into times, or a multiplication sign. We also see that all of these terms except for x are in a square root. So we can make it a square root by doing this. So x is equal to the square root of x times the square root of x. We also see a bit of similarity. So we know, so this is now the square root of x times the square root of x. Well, these two now, x and the square root of x times x plus 2, they both have a factor of the square root of x, such as these two terms, except they both have a factor of the square root of x plus 1. So now we can rewrite the entire equation. So we take out the factor of the square root of x, and then this is just the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2. That's these two terms. Now we do it for the other two terms, except we take out the square root of x plus 1. This is now the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2. And all of that is still equal to 2. We also notice here that these two terms both have a similar term, the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2. So we can then put that in parentheses. So it is now the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2 times the square root of x, the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 1 is equal to 2. Now we divide both sides to make it on the bottom, so we can get rid of it, potentially. So now it is the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2 is going to be equal to, now it's going to be 2 over the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 1. We also see something here. Now the square roots are on the bottom. So we can get rid of the square roots and not change the value at the same time by applying the a plus b times a minus b formula. We have an a plus b here, so times, well, our a minus b is going to be the square root of x plus the square root of x plus 1 over the square root of, minus 1. It's just minus. So square root of x minus plus 1. There. This all comes down to 1, so it doesn't change the value. Now it is 2 times the square root of x minus the square root of x plus 1 over, that's just x minus x plus 1, or negative 1. So we now have a new equation. Now we can further simplify this right side. The left side still stays the same. The square root of x plus the square root of x plus 2. Well, this is just equal to negative 2 times the square root of x plus 2 times the square root of x plus 1. So now you move things to the other side. You move the x to the left and the square root of x plus 2 to the right. So now it is 3 times the square root of x is equal to 2 times the square root of x plus 1 minus the square root of x plus 2. Now we can just square both sides. So on this side, this is just 9x, and this is equal to 4 times x plus 1 minus 2 times the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x plus 2 plus x plus 2, right? So now we have that sorted out. 9x is equal to 4x, here, 4x plus 1, and there's still the x plus 2. So 4x plus x is 5x. So 5x plus 4 plus 2 is 6. And then there's still this thing, so minus, except you can move this 2 to the outside. So it's now minus 4 times the square root of x minus 1, no, plus 1, sorry, times the square root of x plus 2. Right there. Now the rest is pretty easy. You subtract 5x and 6 from both sides. So what you have here is now 4x minus 6 is equal to negative 4 times the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x plus 2. Now you square both sides again. So this side is really just 16x squared minus 48x plus 36 is equal to 16 times x plus 1 times x plus 2. I'll just write it in brackets. Alright, now we can actually solve it. So it stays the same, 16x squared minus 48x plus 36 is equal to, now it's 16 times x plus 1 times x plus 2, which is x squared plus 3x plus 2. Now it's pretty easy to solve. 16x squared minus 48x plus 36 is equal to 16x squared plus 48x plus 32. These two cross out. And what you're left with here is, in the end, you get that x is equal to 4 over 96, or equal to 1 over 24. And that is our answer.